The best boxers in the world were a matter of opinion. When looking at the boxing odds, there are many things to consider, including a boxer's accomplishments and awards. In this video, I have brought to you the top 10 world's ranking boxers. Make sure you stick with me to the end of the video so you don't miss any part of it. Without any further delay, let's get into it. What do you know about the top 10 world's ranking boxers in their career? With so many famous boxers in history, it's hard to pick the best ones to put on a list, but this video will show you the best boxers. This ranking will break down the important things those legendary boxers have done and then tell you where they stood on this list. Here are the top 10 boxers in the world without further ado. The best boxer on this list of the top 10 is Muhammad Ali. Muhammad Ali is considered by many to be the best boxer of all time. He even called himself the greatest. No one can beat him in terms of cultural and political influence. Because he didn't want to fight in the Vietnam War, he took a 4-year break from boxing, which hurt his record, but he returned strong. Ali went from being an amateur boxer with many trophies, national titles, and an Olympic gold medal to a professional boxer with ease in 1960. At a ceremony at the White House in 2005, he was given the Presidential Medal of Freedom, the highest civilian honor in the country. After 19 wins in a row, he got a chance to fight for the title and beat Sonny Liston in February 1964. He won it 11 times before Joe Frazier beat him for the first time in his career. But Ali didn't give up, and he was able to win the title back 2 more times, making him the only person to win the World Heavyweight title 3 times. Also, he was the first heavyweight champion to win the title after leaving the sport. During all of his reigns, he defended his title 19 times. In 21 years as a professional boxer, Ali won 56 fights and lost 5. The second spot on this list goes to the great Joe Louis. Joe Louis, also known as Brown Bomber, was the heavyweight champion from 1937 to 1949. He was one of the first black athletes to become a national hero in the US when he beat Matt Schmeling of Germany in 1938. He defended his title 25 times during that time, making him the boxer with the longest run as world heavyweight champion. The Brown Bomber was in the news because his power knocked out 52 of the 66 people he fought. Because of this, Louis held the world heavyweight title longer than anyone else for more than 11 years. Louis had a record of 27 wins, including 23 knockouts and 1 loss in world title fights. He beat Max Schmeling, Jim Braddock, Jersey Joe Walcott, and Primo Carnera, among others. The legendary heavyweight only lost 3 times in his career, and Rocky Marciano knocked him out in his last fight in October 1951. In 1990, he was made a member of the International Boxing Hall of Fame. Next is Sugar Ray Robinson. Sugar Ray Robinson was the inspiration for the pound-for-pound ranking, which is used to describe a boxer whose skill in the ring puts him above every other fighter in the world, regardless of weight. Sugar Ray Robinson has done a lot of great things in the ring. He has had almost 200 fights throughout his 25-year career. He won a lot of fights in a row, mostly because of how strong he was. At the beginning of his career, he won 40 fights in a row, and later he won 91 fights in a row. Robinson won titles in 2 different weight classes, welterweight and middleweight. Henry Armstrong, Jake LaMotta, Fritzy Zivic, Kid Gavilan, and Sammy Angot were all knocked out by Sugar Ray Robinson. He fought for 22 world titles and won 14, including 7 by knockout. He also lost 7 times and had 1 tie. Robinson was officially inducted into the Ring Boxing Hall of Fame in 1967 and the International Boxing Hall of Fame in 1990. Rocky Marciano is worthy of mention in our list. Rocky Marciano is another boxer on this list who never lost a fight. In his career, he won 49 times and 43 times was by knockouts. He also fought in the heavyweight division, probably the most well-known division in the sport. Marciano is ranked higher than Floyd Mayweather Jr. because he didn't pick his opponents back then and only quit boxing to focus on his family. Marciano is also the world heavyweight champion with the shortest reach ever. In November 1952, Marciano won the title fight against Jersey Joe Walcott by stopping him in the 13th round. Then he defended it 6 times against Jersey Joe Walcott. In a rematch, Roland Lastarza, Eddard Charles twice, Don Cockle, and Archie Moore. He died too soon in 1969 when a terrible plane crash took his life. Next up is Floyd Mayweather Jr. Floyd Mayweather Jr. held the record for the most boxing wins without a loss. He has never lost a fight. He had 50 wins and no losses, and 27 of those wins were by knockout. Mayweather had a successful amateur career and won a bronze medal at the Olympics. When he turned pro, his defense was so good that he immediately became a star. During his time as a professional boxer, he beat Oscar De La Hoya, Manny Pacquiao, Marcos Maidana, Arturo Gatti, and Shane Mosley, among others. He was tied with Evander Holyfield and won 11 times. Forbes said that in 2012, 2014, 2015, and 2018, Mayweather made more money than any other athlete. We can't forget to mention Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao is the only boxer in history to have won 8 world titles in different weight classes. That is why he is on this list of the top 10 boxers. In 1995, the Filipino boxing star weighed 110 106 pounds when he made his first professional fight. Since then, he has slowly moved up to heavier weight classes and beaten everyone there. Pacquiao won the flyweight title in 1998, beating Lelo Ladwaba to win the super bantamweight title in 2001. Since then, Pac-Man has moved to higher weight classes and won world titles at super bantamweight, featherweight, super featherweight, lightweight, light welterweight, welterweight, and super welterweight. Pacquiao's most notable wins were against Juan Manuel Marquez, Miguel Cotto, Oscar De La Hoya, Eric Morales, and Marco Antonio Barrera. But in 2015's fight of the century, Pacquiao lost to Mayweather. Jack Dempsey made our top 10 list of boxers. The original title of boxing's cash cow belongs to Jack Dempsey, the first boxer in history to earn more than $1 million from ticket sales because of his exciting fights and shows. The legendary heavyweight fighter Dempsey changed the sport by putting a few of his opponents to sleep with his power. He knocked out 43 of the 53 people he fought. Who's next? We have Roberto Duran. The number 8 spot on this list goes to Roberto Duran, the best boxer from Panama. Duran had a career that lasted more than 33 years. He won 4 titles in 4 weight classes: lightweight, welterweight, light middleweight, and middleweight. Only 16 of his 119 fights ended in a loss. He won 103 of them, including 70 by knockout or TKO. Duran fought for 21 titles and won 16 of them and 13 via stoppages. He is also the only boxer to have won the Comeback of the Year award from Ring Magazine twice, in 1983 and 1989. He was inducted into the World Boxing Hall of Fame in 2006 and the International Boxing Hall of Fame the following year. Of course, Henry Armstrong made a list. As boxers went up in weight to win more titles, they could be champions in more than one weight class. In his professional career, Henry Armstrong has done that by simultaneously becoming the king of the featherweight, lightweight, and middleweight divisions. Even though it only lasted a few months in 1938, it was an amazing feat that no other boxer has ever been able to repeat. Armstrong won 18 world title fights against 18 different opponents. Most of his wins were in the welterweight division. Chalky Wright, Lou Ambers, Barney Ross, and Tippy Larkin have all lost to Homicide Hank. In his 14 years as a professional, he had 149 wins, 21 losses, and 10 draws. Wrapping it up, we have Willie Pep. Willie Pep is one of the best featherweight boxing champions ever, and he is known for how good he was at defense. There was a story that Pep won a round without throwing a punch because he made his opponent miss so badly. This can't be proven, but it sounds plausible. He was the best featherweight boxer from 1942 to 1948 and 1949 to 1950. Will-O-the-Wisp had a record of 11-3 with 5 knockouts in fights for world titles and a record of 13-5 against former, current, and future champions. Sandy Sadler, Chalky Wright, Manuel Ortiz, and Jackie Wilson were among the big names he beat. In 241 fights, he won 229, 65 by knockout or TKO, lost only 11 times, and had 1 draw. In 1990, he was placed in the International Boxing Hall of Fame. Here we conclude this video. Now, if you have found the content helpful, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and turn on the notification button for more content like this. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video. Goodbye.